Let's move on to the next question. So here we have 3 points, have the coordinates A, B, and C, as you can see here. Now the perpendicular bisector of AB meets the line BC at D. So first thing first, we have to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB in this form. So pretty easy. We just have to understand what is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So for example, you have the point A here joining with the point B. Okay, and the perpendicular bisector is a line that passes through the midpoint at 90 degrees. That will be the midpoint of AB. So let's call this P. So we have to find the equation of P. Now we understand that to find the equation of a straight line, we must first find the gradient of P. Now to find this, we must first find the gradient of AB. Right. Now by observation, it means we have to know because they are perpendicular to each other, we have an equation which relates both of them. So MP multiplied by MB, AB, have to give you -1. So we have to use that equation to derive the gradient of MP. But first we have to find AB. So pretty easy. We just use our formula that we know already. That will be y2 minus y1, so 10 minus 6, x2 minus x1. That will be this. That will be 4 over 6. That should be 2 over 3. From this, conclude that gradient of MP using this equation have to be -3 over 2. So now, since we know the gradient, and since we have a passing point of M is the midpoint, we have to find that. That have to be x1 plus x2 is 10 divided by 2, that will be 5. 6 plus 10 will be 16 divided by 2 will be 8. That will be x and y. So y minus 8 over x minus 5 have to be -3 over 2. So cross multiply to see what happens. You will have 2y minus 16 is equal to -3x plus 15. So 2y have to be -3x plus 15 plus 16. That will be, send this over here, that will be 3x plus 2y, and that will be 31. This is shown as required for this form. Ax plus by equal to c, where c is a constant value. That is part 1 of the equation. The question. So now we have to find the value of the point D. Now what is a point D? It says the bisector of AB meets the line BC at D. So it meets another line BC. Since BC, they meet at the point D. So we have to find this point of intersection. Now we have to first find out what is the equation of BC. It is also a straight line, so you first have to find the gradient of BC. That will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 minus 10 over the value of -2. That should be 5. So the passing point there will be, so let's use the point C. That should be 6, 0. That'll be x and y. So y minus its corresponding value over x minus its corresponding value equal to 5. Now again, everyone asks me, why do I do this? This is just a way to find the equation of a straight line. Now if you guys don't know this way, you can, if you know other method, you can always use your method, right? Cross multiply, you have y equal to 5x minus 30. So here we have the equation of BC. Let's call this equation number 2, and this is our equation number 1. Now we understand that the point D is a point of intersection of the bisector and the line BC. Now whenever we have intersection, meets, join, or cuts, we have to solve a simultaneous equation. So here we have y as subject already. We can just replace y in this equation. You will have 3x plus 2 times y, that should be 5x minus 30 equal to 31. So 3x plus 10x minus 60 have to be 31. Simplify, that will be 13x have to be what? 31 plus 60, that will be 91. X will be 91 divided by 13, that should be the value of 6, 12 over 13. Now to find the y value of this, replace back in your main equation. So y will be 5 times answer minus 30. That should be 4/8/13. So the point D is the x value and the y value. So here a very strange thing happened is whenever we tried to divide by 13, the value of x was exactly 7. So again, always use your calculator correctly. 91 divided by 13 will be 7. So x will be 7. Now for y, we just have to replace back in here. That will be 5 times 7 minus 30. That will be 5. And the point D will be simply 7 and 5. So always make sure to double check your values before you submit your papers, because you can avoid those silly mistakes. Now again, whenever you have those inexact values, non-exact values, you kind of have to suspect it might be wrong. So you have to double check your values to see what happened. In this case, you can see that I did something wrong in my calculator. I got this value, but when I retried again, it was 7. Next will be 7, y will be 5, and that will be your question in regards to